Papa Brad's Gaming, and today it's time to review the Atari Legacy Cabinet. Vertical games on a horizontal screen, is it a big deal? We're gonna find out. or who cares? I got this cool Yoda. Go, baby, go. R. Come on, what up? You can do better than this. This thing, come on. Come on, a yellow trackball? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A yellow trackball? This is where this belongs. Ready? Boom. It's time to mod. Let's put in a Glenn's Retro Show Thunderstick trackball. Let's get rid of that ugly yellow atrocity that was the Arcade1Up trackball and put in something that's a lot higher quality. This trackball is important. You need to open up the trackball and there's the jumper inside of it you take off. Then the trackball will work perfectly inside of the Atari Legacy cab. It is more responsive and it also glows blue, which is super cool. Boys and girls, it's time for a final verdict on the Atari Legacy cabinet. Let's talk about the games list. Games list is perfect. It's got 12 masterpiece games. As far as the vertical game on a horizontal screen, with Tempest, they centered the geometric shapes and made them as large as possible in the center of the screen. So I think they did well with Tempest. Centipede, on the other hand, looks really stretched out. But I have a ridiculous amount of ways to play Centipede in my home arcade. That being said, for my wife, who plays Centipede the most, she actually likes to play it on the Atari Legacy the most out of all of my machines. Maybe because it's in its own cabinet, but that's her favorite. So she thinks it's fun, and that means to me it's got to be good. You look at Missile Command. Some people, the buttons are going to drive them wacky. For me, I can pretty much play on either side. So the buttons really don't bother me. Aka-R is kind of an experimental game. I'm glad they added it. Stock controls are fine. There's nothing wrong with the spinner or the trackball. My overall rating for this cab is an A-. Room for improvement would be things to focus on Arcade1Up. In Asteroids Deluxe, it should have a background option so it's more arcade authentic. Another thing they could really improve upon is with Centipede, they could have offered it in the aspect ratio they chose. They also could have just put a bezel around it and had a alternate option for the viewing. And that probably would have been my only critiques of this cab. This is an excellent cab. I highly recommend it. What's up, Atari Grizzly? You want to see Atari Centipede on the Atari 2600? Boom!